Welcome back today. He's arguably, I don't even think arguably, he's one of the most popular athletes in the world, period. And now he's going to call the largest media market his home. Tim Tebow, unless you've been living under a rock, now a member of the New York Jets. And he had his moment with the media earlier today in something of an unprecedented press conference. Files One Sports anchor Rich Barabi's here to explain our beloved Jets once again having another ring to the circus.
No question about it. It is certainly Tebow time in our area. In front of more than 200 members of the media at the Jets training facility in Florham Park, Tim Tebow walked into the field house to the sound of clicking cameras. It's not standard practice in the NFL for a backup quarterback to receive his own introductory press conference, but when it comes to Tebow, what comes standard generally isn't the norm.
I'm just going to be myself and just have fun with it.
Tim Tebow's excitement was on full display early Monday afternoon. The iconic quarterback, known for leading improbable comebacks, wearing his faith on his sleeve, and Tebowing before and after scoring plays, is the newest member of the Jets, and he's clearly excited about it.
I'm looking forward to my time here in New York and my time as a Jet, and I'm so honored and humble to be a Jet. I'm so thankful that they wanted me.
According to some reports, the Broncos provided Tebow with a choice between the Jets and his hometown team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. And while Tebow has disputed that notion, he did say that his familiarity with Rex Ryan and the Jets coaching staff made Gang Green an appealing opportunity for him, even if he is just slated to be a backup quarterback.
And whatever my role is, however I can expand that role, I'm going to try to do that. And every day in practice, I'm going to go out there and compete and try to get better as a quarterback and try to figure out any ways possible to help this team any way that I can.
Of course, the Jets already have a starting quarterback. Mark Sanchez just signed a lucrative extension a couple of weeks ago. And while the Jets front office insists that the incumbent will remain the starter, Sanchez himself had been conspicuous in his public silence leading up to the press conference, although Tebow says the two have spoken privately during the past week.
We've been friends. We've texted back and forth. We've talked already, and we're going to have a great relationship and a great working relationship, and I think we'll have a lot of fun together.
And while they may be friends, that doesn't mean they won't also be competitors. After all, while the Jets insist Tebow will be used in many different roles, there really is only one position he's truly interested in playing. It's the same one he played as a member of the Broncos when he beat Sanchez and the Jets, along with 7 other teams as a starter last year.
That is my dream. That's what I want to be, and it's what I believe I am as a quarterback. But however I can help the team, however I can make a difference, however they can use me, I'll be open to it and work as hard as I can. Every time I step on that field, I will give my whole heart to being the best Jet that I can possibly be and trying to help this team win football games.
Now, Tebow was also asked about how he might deal with the pressure that figures to only increase as the season approaches. Tebow acknowledged that point, but said he's always embraced pressure-packed situations because he believes he performs better when there is more on the line, although I'm not sure he's ever faced the kind of pressure that is awaiting him this fall, Rich.
All right, Rich, little inside baseball, and this is from you, me, and Dominic as suffering Jet fans, and Tom takes glee as a Giant fan. But since in the run-up to the season before last year, of course, our coach proclaimed we're going to go to the Super Bowl yet again, and we probably should have known at that point we're going to. Then we have an underwhelming year, embarrassment of the last year where the star receiver is sitting on the bench because he's such a jerk. I'm going to cut to the chase. It ends, and what happens? They decide here that they're going to move some coaches around. They still keep the trouble in the locker room. They bring in, after they give an extension to the contract of the quarterback, they bring in a guy who's arguably the most popular thing. In fact, I saw the media, you were telling me the jerseys were 50% off on Sanchez already, and Tebow's ones are flying off. It's dysfunction. They couldn't even get the trade right the first time, and now nobody even from the front office shows up to date. What is going on with the Jets?
Imagine being Mark Sanchez through all of this. I mean, the Jets flirted with Peyton Manning. You say, all right, hey, the guy's Peyton Manning. Right. But then you think, all right, Manning goes to the Broncos. I'm safe. I got a nice extension. You're going to get Tebow. Are you kidding me? I mean, and we haven't heard anything from Sanchez on this. You kind of feel bad for the guy because say what you want about him last season, it wasn't his best. First 2 years, he won 4 playoff games. That's pretty good for a young quarterback. Yeah.
Somewhere Chad Pennington is laughing like, I've been through this before. Just change the names.
All right, go ahead.
This is great.
No, but it's just, it was the first time. And Jet fans have this little brother complex in this market. It's fine. You get it.
It's Woody Johnson.
The team, the owner is, and you cover him, when your owner is seeking celebrity, unlike the Maras, who fade in the background, they do it the right way for the Giants. When they're seeking celebrity, and Dominic's breaking stuff at the desk, it seriously, to me, it says, it starts from the top, right?
And the owner was nowhere to be found today. That was a bit of a surprise. Mike Tannenbaum wasn't there.
Himself today.
It's unbelievable. And you got to think, it's like somebody told them, you know what, we want to prove that we're not looking for this circus. You guys just stay away. Pretend as if it's all about football and Tim Tebow.
But they call
it's ridiculous.
For a backup.
It's ridiculous.
Well, but, you know, it goes back, though. I mean, and I don't understand Woody Johnson, who is very, very successful in his own right. Everybody now goes back and says he is the one who wanted Brett Favre, that the team internally did not want Brett Favre. And now here again, why would you put – you got to go back to the 50 Rams when they had two quarterbacks, Waterfield and the other guy, where they had a successful thing and those two hated each other. You've not had two quarterback system work. You're not bringing Tim Tebow here to sit on the bench where his follows can on every play go. And you know Sanchez has already a weak ego about this whole thing. It's just a terrible, terrible
It's a hot mess.
It is. What was that soap opera that was recently? All My Children. And we got drama in New York.
All my quarterbacks?
All my quarterbacks.
4 years ago, before they got Brett Favre, Giants won the Super Bowl. Now, Giants win the Super Bowl. Tim Tebow. They don't like being second best, not in the standings,
so
on the back pages.
But just win on Sundays.
All
right, we're going to keep this going.
Why would you sign Drew Stanton a week ago at $500,000? I mean,